Welcome to a special version of my regularly scheduled programming. Today we're going to talk about what happened at the Las Vegas Grand Prix in practice one and why it was totally canceled after only 9 minutes. So let's get right into it. As you've probably heard, Las Vegas Grand Prix did not go as expected for the opening event of the weekend. So free practice one began. No issues initially. We did see during the grand opening of the Las Vegas Grand Prix, there was a bit of rain. People were concerned that maybe that might have carried over into the weekend, but we saw no rain. It was a bit chilly, but not too bad. And in any case, the teams got ready, they got started, the liveries look awesome, but after only 8 or 9 minutes, we had a big issue. Carlos Sainz was at the side of the straight right in front of the Paris Hotel, and people were thinking, what happened? Is it a reliability issue with the car? Did drive shaft break? Was there an issue with the engine? No. So after you see the replay, you hear and in the replay a big shunt, like a big thing happening right behind him. Something hit him, and it appears that when either Esteban Ocon or Sainz went over a manhole on the track, it came up. Now these cars create such a aerodynamic force above and below the car, the one in this case being the ground effect, where the car is being sucked down into the ground, or it's sucking the ground up into the car, either way. But you have such an incredible force happening there that in some cases it can pull things up from the ground. Now, there was a manhole about yay big, not one of those massive ones. However, it is also about this thick, and that manhole did come up. It is not the first time that something like this has happened. It happened a few years ago in Baku. George Russell's car was the one affected in that situation, but it happens even on tracks that are not street circuits. So it's something to keep in mind. Now, in this situation, it affected Carlos Sainz and Esteban Ocon, and potentially also, I think, Lance Stroll. Now, what they've done in the meantime is between practice one and practice two, which came quite late, around 2:30 a.m. Las Vegas time, so very late in the morning, finishing right before they had to reopen the streets for traffic to go and use the strip again. You saw that they went, the FIA, track operators, F1, they all went to all the manholes around the track, and what they did is they used a quick sealing and quick drying resin to seal down all of the manholes. In some cases they'll weld them down. In this case they use that resin. Practice 2 came and went, and we didn't see any issues related to manholes again, so it seems it's working for now, although tires did need to get up temperature. It was quite dusty, the things that we expected. Track's a bit greasy, but as the cars went around, there was more rubber laid down, and the track was getting grippier and grippier and better as the practice went on. Now, the practice did go for an hour and a half instead of just an hour to compensate for the lost time. But this was quite a hyped event. A lot of people paid a lot of money to go to this event. And I don't usually see so many people in the stands for practice 1 and practice 2, or FP1 and FP2. And you saw on the video that there was quite a few people in the grandstands just for FP1, because this race had been talked about so much. People paid through the roof for their tickets, so they wanted to be there, even though it was quite late in the evening. What was weird is that they actually escorted everybody out. So all the attendees, including the Paddock Club, did not get to see free practice 2. It was only the media and F1 personnel and related folks. So very odd. I don't know what will happen with those people who paid to see some racing, or at least see some cars go around the track. But a very interesting turn of events just at the beginning of the most hyped sporting event of possibly the whole year. Now, will I discount the success of the Las Vegas Grand Prix yet? Well, I'm filming and posting this video on Friday before qualifying and before the race, of course. So I'm not going to make a judgment on it quite yet. I'm sitting here, not too far away, only a 45-minute flight or 7-hour drive down to Vegas, but I'm really excited to see how it plays out. I don't think it's a fail just yet. These things happen. It could have been prepared for, but with everything else going on, I see how maybe that might have been something that was overlooked. It was quite small too, so maybe the FIA did not think it was necessary to weld this one down. But in any case, although it's gone off to a rocky start, I bet the people in the hotel were not too pleased to have cars going around the track until 4 a.m. when they're trying to sleep. But hey, that's what you sign up for on this weekend. I'm still excited to see how it goes, how qualifying is going to go, how the actual race is going to go. A lot of the drivers have been going off on that turn at the end of the long straight on the strip. So you see at the end of a lot of the straights, a lot of drivers are going off because the grip might not be there yet. The tire temperatures are not optimal, and with 84% of the track being at full throttle, you are actually cooling the tires down quite a bit on those straights. So you're not getting a lot of that cornering heating of the tires, which you might see if you're newer to F1 on those formation laps before the race, or in qualifying on their warm-up lap. The drivers will kind of zigzag across the track or make waves. They're trying to heat up their tires to get them to the optimal stickiness for that track. So that's another thing to look out for, because although there might be some great overtaking possibilities at the end of these long straights, I think we're going to see some people going off the track during the race as well. So let me know what you think of this breaking news video that I'm posting here on Friday in between qualifying and the failed practice one. By the way, a lot of the barriers actually came from Miami, so it's really USA coming together. They shipped them over from Miami, brought them to Vegas, and they're going to ship them back for the Miami GP in the spring. But in any case, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching as always. I hope this channel can grow quickly and get to 1,000 subscribers by next summer. I'm working really hard to put videos out and give quality, valuable content, and this is one of those attempts. I was very curious about what was going on, and I assume there's a lot of folks out here that are wondering the same thing. Now, I'm wearing my McLaren hat, although my team is really Mercedes, so don't at me in the comments. But thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.